Hey everyone, today we're diving into a topic that's, well, it's incredibly important and honestly pretty emotional for anyone who loves a parrot. We're talking about responsibility and about making a plan for a future that might just go on longer than our own. So let's just get right to the heart of it. This is the big question, the one that kind of hangs in the air for every single parrot owner. You know, when you share your life with a creature this smart, this connected, and this long-lived, a simple promise to a friend or a line in a will, it's often just not going to cut it. And here's the thing, it's a real challenge because parrots can live for decades. They form these incredibly deep, complicated bonds with us. So when their main person is suddenly gone, their whole world gets flipped upside down. And you'll see that a lot of the traditional plans we make, they can fall apart so easily. I mean, our first instinct is usually, oh, I'll just leave my bird to my sister or a close friend. But you have to think, without the right knowledge, the right space, and a serious long-term commitment, that loving gesture can turn into a massive burden. And all of a sudden, your parrot's future is just uncertain. But what if you could take all that uncertainty and replace it with a rock-solid guarantee? Well, that's exactly what we're going to look at right now. There's a structured professional plan out there that was built from the ground up to solve this very specific problem. So what is the legacy placement plan? At its core, it's a promise. It's a formal, prearranged agreement that basically says, if something happens to me, an expert team is ready to step in immediately. No delays, no confusion, just seamless, professional care for your parrot for the rest of its life. And this little phrase really captures the entire spirit of the plan. Once a PPC bird, always a PPC bird. And PPC, that stands for Parrot Partners Canada, the organization we're talking about. This isn't some temporary solution. It is a lifetime commitment. It's a guarantee that your parrot will never be without a home and will always have a safe place to land. Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, right? But how does it actually work? Let's pull back the curtain and look at the actual process. It's all designed to build trust through really clear, really deliberate steps that begin way before any crisis might happen. All right, this is probably the most crucial part to understand. When you enroll, your day-to-day life with your parent doesn't change one bit. You're still their guardian, their person. You still live with them and love them. But on paper, Parrot Partners becomes the legal owner. And that one legal step is the key to everything. It's what allows them to act instantly, to bypass any family arguments or legal holdups with an estate. It makes your parents' well-being the #1 priority, period. And this explains exactly why they keep that legal ownership for life. It's not about control, not at all. It's about protection. It's like a permanent shield around your bird. By keeping that ownership, they make sure your parrot can never be sold or abandoned or passed around. If a new home, a new placement, doesn't work out for whatever reason, the parrot just comes right back to the safety of Parrot Partners. No questions asked. The process of getting enrolled is actually really straightforward and, honestly, reassuring. It all starts with just a conversation, a chance for you to ask all your questions. From there, you'll get an info package to review, you'll have a Zoom call with the executive director, you'll handle the paperwork. Every single step is designed to make sure you feel confident and secure, right down to the end where you get emergency materials for your home, so everyone knows who to call and what to do. Okay, so now let's shift gears and look at this from the most important perspective of all, your parrots. What does this whole journey, this whole safety net, actually look and feel like for them? The minute your bird arrives at Parrot Partners, the focus is 100% on them. A professional team does this super thorough assessment, and not just a health checkup. They get to know their personality, their little quirks, their entire history. All of that deep understanding is what helps them find a new guardian who won't just give them a perch, but who will truly get them. And while they're waiting for that perfect match, they are not just sitting in a cage. They're living in a highly enriched aviary. It's a space that's designed for their mental health, full of social interaction and activities like foraging that let them be, well, a parrot. It's all about keeping stress as low as possible. And this, right here, this might be the biggest promise of all. That awful, traumatic cycle of being passed from one home to the next, some people call it rehome roulette, is completely gone. It's off the table. If a placement falls through, they don't get shipped off to another stranger. They come back to a place they know, a place that's safe and supportive. And just look at how comprehensive this support system is. It's not just about finding a new home. It's about making sure that home is a success for life.
They do intense screening for new applicants, home safety checks. They help with introductions, provide training, and offer lifelong behavioral and even medical support. They've thought of everything.
So let's bring it all back to you. We started with that really unsettling question. How does a plan like this finally give you that ultimate answer, that peace of mind?
For you, the guardian, the benefits are just huge. It means your wishes for your bird are legally binding. It means you're lifting this massive weight off your family's shoulders. And it gives you this incredible confidence, knowing your companion will be loved and protected, never sold or mistreated, long after you're gone.
I really love this quote because it reframes the whole thing perfectly. You're not giving up your parrot. You're giving forward. You're taking all the love and care you have right now and making sure it continues for their entire life. It's the ultimate act of responsible love. So at the end of the day, I guess it all comes down to this. Thinking about the unimaginable is hard. It's really hard. But by taking that worry and turning it into a real, compassionate plan, you're giving your bird the greatest gift possible, the guarantee of a secure, expert, and loving future no matter what happens. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.